How's it going, guys? Jalen here. Today I'm going to be building a stairway on the front entrance of this house here. I'm going to be building it with some heavy-duty half-log stringers and then I've got some 3x11 rough sawn timbers that I'm going to be using for the treads. So should hopefully add a really nice look to the front of this house, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out. So let's get started. Here's some of the materials I'm going to be using. This is a 8x 13.5, 14-inch half log with this got a flat here on the side, and you'll see why that's necessary in a bit here. But this is, I guess, be a live edge on this side with flat on the inside. I've got one right here that I've been peeling. I've already peeled the bottom of that one, the live edge side. I get this one off, peel it, and then I'm going to cut the notches into the stringers, and then attach them to the deck over here. This is the slab that I poured yesterday. Been about exactly 24 hours since this has been poured. It's pretty much set, but I've got to be careful to not drop anything heavy on it and dent it because it's still pretty fragile. So alright, that's one stringer, and before you say anything about the way this is attached, wait till the end. I've got a way I'm going to make sure this thing is really very sufficiently fastened to the deck there, so don't worry about that. Sure these are sitting level, so good. So they're all nice and level and square with each other, and so the next step is going to be to get them cleaned up a little bit. I'm going to sand all the rough edges that my chainsaw left. If you notice, these corners chipped a little bit here, so I'm going to cut a little bit of a bevel on all the ends with my chainsaw to give it a little bit of a cleaner look. And then also these treads will hang over an inch on each of these, so you won't really see underneath very much at all. Made these nice bevels on here. They're all sanded. Now it's time for glue and some treads. There we go. There's the steps. Now, next thing will be to drill the holes in the top and put in our lags. And I'm going to plug those holes with some dowels, sand them flush, and it'll be a nice look. Trim the ends off, even with this concrete, and then sand everything, and we'll be done. 3 and 7. Those are the holes for the lags right there.
That's right there.
And I'm gonna
get more too.
put these
Okay.
6-inch lag screws here.
Okay.
And stuff it tight. Yeah, thank you. So do this side now. Okay, now if you were wondering how I'm going to fasten these to the deck, obviously those two little T25 screws will not do it, so I'm going to go through the tread here with some 12-inch lags into this, and I'm also going to go underneath the deck and put in a bunch of 10-inch lags through the double plate into the top tread, probably 5 all along there. So this thing will be solid and won't go anywhere. So I'm going to drill some pilot holes in the front to put a couple through this way, and then I'll put those in for now. Next step is to put, plug these with dowels. I'll put some glue into here, stick the dowel in, cut it off flush, and then sand it smooth. So that's the next thing we'll be doing here. So this disc is pretty wore out, and it, as you can see, it burned these like black, but I actually think it looks kind of cool, a darker contrast. I might leave it like that actually. So I can do this to all the rest of these holes and we'll be almost done. Well, I got all the dowels in. It's kind of got dark on me, so I'm gonna come back tomorrow and sand these flush, sand the top, cut the ends square, and do the final sanding, and then we'll be done. So we'll see you tomorrow. All right, so I've finished sanding them, and they were actually a little bit wet still. We got some rain, actually some snow last night. I thought they had dried out today, but a couple of these were still a little bit wet, which makes it really hard to sand properly. So I got a little bit of a couple spots where it kind of has a splotchy look to it, but I hit it one more time with a palm sander before I stain it. When I stay in the house in hopefully a few weeks when the weather warms up. But that's pretty much it for the stairway. Turned out really nice. I think it looks pretty cool with the dowels in the surface there, flush, smooth, a couple different color variations, and some of these here. It looks pretty cool. So yeah, turned out nice. Well, that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching.